YouTube, yeah. Yeah. Woo, man. All right. We are live on YouTube. I can barely see my screen. The sun is right in my face. If I didn't have the Ray-Bans on, I'd be blind as a bat. Blind as a bat. Wow, I got to say it's a gorgeous day out here today in Redwood City, California, where I live. And my lady's kicking back at my place, and we're going to have a nice dinner later tonight. For those of you that have been following me for a while or follow my content closely between both channels, this is my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas, and my other channel, Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams. By the way, Nightbot will be sharing the link every 7 minutes to Coach Eli 2 in the chat, or go to youtube.com/Coach Eli Uncensored. You're going to want to subscribe to both because lots of content has been created there as well, and lots more is coming to both these channels. The other day, I spent part of the day with my lady, her mother, and my lady's mother's sister, which is her aunt. And my lady's mother brought my lady some spaghetti and I guess some meat sauce, all packed nicely in a couple nice jars and a refrigerated pack. Like, wow. I gotta say, babe, if you're watching the show, she's at my place right now. She just wanted to kick back. And obviously she's not going to join me on these walks because we're not doxing her yet. But I gotta say, wow, your mom did a great job packing that. And I look forward to having some of that spaghetti tonight. But anyway, before we, let me hold off on discussing the members-only chat thing once again. I'm going to be mentioning that again here today because I'm sure some people haven't heard yet that this channel's live stream chats have gone to members-only chats. I'll share more about that in just a few minutes. There is a lady coming off the trail, and I'm going to wait to see which way she goes before I go in there. She's looking at me. Everyone's looking at me here. It's all part of the YouTube game, right? All part of the YouTube game. You never know who you're going to encounter, right? You got to be prepared for anything and everything, right? But yeah, we're going to have some nice spaghetti dinner tonight. And folks, I did a stream earlier today, about an hour or so ago, on Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams. You're going to want to check it out. It's regarding, why, relationships are so difficult nowadays, so challenging, right? What's really going on. I shared some of my personal experiences regarding my current relationship and my previous relationship before I met the woman I'm with currently to this day. This was the woman in between my ex Dana, that many of you know, that used to run my former channel with me, that's no longer around, and the one I'm with now. The lady that I used to refer to as the activity partner. If you've been following me for a while, you probably have heard of the activity partner, but yeah, she was actually my girlfriend. I don't think anyone was buying it that she was my activity partner anyway, because the activities we were doing were more than just, friendly activities, right? Well, maybe you can consider them friendly activities, and I better shut my mouth because my lady doesn't want me talking about, other women I've been romantically with, even though I'm long past them. But she's strong enough. She can handle it, right, babe? You can handle it, right? So we've got 8 people in the box here. So let me just mention, before I get to this topic here, and I'm going to be continuing discussing what I was talking about on Coach Eli 2 about an hour ago or so. Going to be discussing, should you give up on dating in the modern world? This is today's topic. and I've got some very interesting things to share for both men and women, so stick around for that. But first, if you're not able to chat here, and you notice at the bottom of your chat, it says members only chat, that's exactly what it is. Effective earlier this past week, my lady and I decided to convert all of our live stream chats to members only chats. What that means is, unless you're a moderator, you no longer have free access to chat. You need to purchase a membership package. I also added a new membership package. It's only $2.99 per month if you'd like to chat in these live stream chats. That comes out to 10 cents per day. I mean, for $3, you can't even get a half gallon of gas in most parts of the country right now here in the U.S. or in the world. So, I mean, that's pretty damn cheap, right? It's so damn cheap, makes me wonder the people that have been chatting here before that seem decent, wouldn't consider purchasing a $3 per month membership to support the channel. $3, right? I guess you feel I'm not even worth $3. Maybe you feel I'm not even worth a penny. That's okay. That's up to you to decide that, not me, right? But yeah, for $2.99 per month, you get members only chats and nothing else. If you want the entire membership package, which includes my 21 pre-recorded members only videos and 2 members only live stream replays, and any future members only live streams that I may do on this channel, you're gonna have to purchase at least a $4.99 per month membership package, which comes out to what is that, like a quarter per day, or less than that, like 20 something cents per day. A couple people come in. I'm going to move up to the side here for a second. Now, I do have packages ranging from $4.99 all the way up to $99.99, and some in between packages. Any package $4.99 or greater will get you the exact same thing. It'll get you everything: members only chats, members only pre-recorded videos, and members only live streams and live stream replays. It's just up to you how much you'd like to donate each month to sponsor the channel. Now, on Coach Eli 2, we are getting close to about 3,500 watch hours. We need 4,000 to be monetized. We have the subscribers. We have two-factor authentication enabled. It's been enabled for a while. I believe in that two-factor authentication. You should turn it on every site that offers it for greater security. And we have no community guideline strikes, no copyright strikes, no copyright claims. Clean channel. Once that channel gets monetized over the next few weeks or less, the same will apply on Coach Eli 2 on censored live streams. It's going to go to members only chat. It's going to go to members only chat. Now, I will be doing occasional live streams here from this channel, but I will also be putting out more exclusive members only content pre-recorded, and probably even do some members only live streams on this channel. So my best advice on this channel, at least, get the $4.99 per month package or more if your budget allows for it, and if you feel you're getting that much value from the content here. That sun is right in my eyes. Whew. And that's pretty much everything for members only content, and why you can't chat here for free anymore. And again, I'll put it out there because there have been some people in the past. I tried to do this once in the past, and I was scrutinized for it, saying that, oh, I'm killing my business, I'm turning people away from my chat. No, I'm not. I'm actually only turning away the trolls and haters that don't want to pay to troll me. If you want to troll me, you're going to have to pay to troll me. And if you're going to pay and not be a troll, then you're here for the right reasons. You're truly valuing the content, and there's no better way to value someone's content by throwing them a bone monetarily every now and then. That's the best way to show your support right? It's one thing to say you support someone. It's another thing to show your support. One of the best ways to show your support and show that you really, truly like someone's content is throwing them a bone for their hard work. So that's why the conversion to members-only chats has happened. And like I said before, hey, it might, have fewer people chatting. It might initially have fewer people watching the streams or the replays of the streams, but hey, that's okay. Eventually, the right audience will find out about the content my lady and I are creating, and things will just fall into place. We have 8 in the box, 5 thumbs up. Let me reset the chat and make sure it didn't freeze here. I'll be right back. All right, we are back live. We're back live. Let's go ahead and get right to it. It's actually 72 degrees on the trail here. My lady was telling me earlier in her neck of the woods where she lives, and also in the valley, it's over 100 degrees. And she's like, baby, that's why I love coming to Redwood City. Climate best by government test. Yeah, we were in the Central Valley the other day. That's where my lady and I met her mother. We were in a town called Merced. It's about, I'd say about maybe 35, 40 minutes south of Modesto. If you don't know where Modesto is, that's where Scott Peterson and his wife Lacey, who he killed, and their unborn baby, they lived there decades ago. That's the area we were at, about 40 minutes south of Modesto in a town called Merced. And it was 102 degrees. Oh man, it was hot. It was hot. And I ain't gonna lie. You know, like, maybe I'm a little bit spoiled because of where I was born and raised and still live. You know, in Redwood City, the San Francisco Bay Area, and I'm just used to perfect weather. I mean, I love where I live. I love Redwood City. I love San Mateo County. I love the Bay Area. There's no place I would rather be. And having this trail practically in my backyard to walk every day and share my stories with you folks, there's no better feeling. No better feeling than that. So let's get right to it. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose Live Edition, live from the San Francisco Bay Trail here in beautiful Redwood City, California, 72 degrees with a nice little breeze. Feels good. You should be out here walking with me, baby. This is episode number 332. Episode number 332. And the topic of today's show is, should you give up on dating in the modern world? One more time. Should you give up on dating in the modern world? Today I'm going off on modern world dating. I'll admit, I'm a little bit triggered regarding this subject. I'll be honest why I'm a little bit triggered. Because I love my lady, but my lady kind of triggered me a little bit with this topic. I mean, to do this topic, right? Because it's interesting to me that despite the fact I love my woman, I'll do anything for her, right? And we're soulmates. We're each other's soulmates, right? She's got a lot of, modern world woman within her. Even though she's Generation X, and she's 47 years old, just a little over a year, a little more than a year younger than me, right? Very close in age, right? She's got a lot of the modern woman characteristics in her blood. But she also has a lot of the traditional old school ways, right? And the interesting thing is she turns it on and off like a switch. But when I challenge her on something, just for shits and giggles, she goes from the sweet, old-fashioned type of lady to radical feminist almost. No disrespect, baby. And when she gets into that radical feminist type of demeanor, I'm like, that just really triggers the shit out of me. No disrespect. Now, I'm not a violent person. I don't scream at her from the top of my lungs or anything, but I do call her out on it, and we have conversations on it. And these conversations, like, sometimes will last like half a day if it's on a weekend, right? I mean, this gets really, really deep, right? And it's just one of the most interesting things to me, even though it drains my energy and probably drains hers too. Okay? It happens, right? And there's a reason why it happens, and there are things that both you men and women nowadays in the modern world can do to not either have to deal with this as much or deal with it at all. Okay? My lady, tells me every now and then, she told me earlier today, she goes, okay, I know my place now. I know what I need to do. And when she tells me that, she's kind of being sarcastic but real at the same time. She's basically trying to tell me that she's frustrated that I'm calling her out on, the feminist stuff, right? And all I'm trying to do, give me a second here. All I'm trying to do is convey to her that this isn't a competition between you and I, right? I'm no better than you. You're no better than me, okay? Sometimes my lady, when I, reinstate certain things or try to reinforce some important things that mean a lot to me, she'll come out and basically say, what do you think, I'm stupid? You don't think I already knew that? Blah, blah, blah. No. If you were stupid, I wouldn't be with you. But sometimes I feel the need to reinforce things that mean a lot to me just to ensure that you understand where I'm coming from. And the thing with my lady is she is extremely intuitive. Like, this woman is too smart for her own good and my own good. Like, this woman is like as intuitive as my mother, right? No one knows their kids better than their mother, right? So in the case of myself, well, that's a little squirrel on the side there. No one knows me better than my own mother, right? And no one's going to be as intuitive to pick up on, what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, than my mother. But this woman I'm with has the intuition on me at the level of my mother. And it gets pretty crazy because, like, if I'm just trying to reinforce something or make sure she understands something about me that means a lot to me, especially if it has to do with my coaching business, which she's become a part of, I want to make sure. And anytime I make sure, she'll react and say, I already knew that. Why? Do you think I'm stupid? This and that, blah, 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 right? No. That's just how I am, and that's how a lot of people are. A lot of people, when they're talking about things, like I said, that mean a lot to them, want to make sure that they're understood, right? Just like with women, right? When women are talking with men, right? I've said it before, I'll say it again. When women are talking with men, they want to be heard and understood, right? What matters the most to women, guys, this is the biggest thing about women here. This is the biggest deal to women. Number one, they want to be heard and understood. And number two, which is at the same level as number one, they're all equally important. What's most important to a woman is how she's feeling in the present moment. For women, it's always about how they're feeling in the present moment, right? For men, we don't typically react based on how we're feeling in the present moment. If a man's not feeling good, he's going to sit down on his couch, maybe grab a beer, and start to ponder and think about why he's feeling a certain way. With women, they just get emotional, right? They put their feelings above everything else, right? And if they're not feeling as best as they feel they should be feeling, it's going to affect them until, that negative feeling is addressed and rectified, right? And as a guy, I've become so in tune with myself and so in tune with women's emotions and how they respond and stuff. Whenever my lady would have moments like that, I would ask her what's wrong and this and that, and a lot of times she would say nothing's wrong. I don't want to talk about it, blah, blah, blah. And then I just say, well, look, baby, when a woman says there's nothing wrong, there's something really wrong. So when you're ready to talk about it, let me know, right? Then you walk away and let her chase you and, okay, baby, I'm ready to talk. It's one of the most powerful moves you can do when your woman is a little out of whack emotionally, that's figuratively speaking, or maybe even literally, for Christ's sake, right? Is to walk away, right? It's the most powerful thing you can do. Because if a woman really loves you, like my woman loves me, she'll chase me down. And it's not that I want her chasing me down. It's not that I want to play this freaking game. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't have time for bullshit games, right? But sometimes the only way women will understand and talk with you about their original issue, so that way you can help them as a man you can help them rectify it, is you guys just walk away, right? Oh, hey baby, I'm ready to talk about it. Oh, okay, I was just give me some space like 30 seconds ago. Now I start walking away, and now you're like, oh, I gotta go chase my man, and I can't lose him. He's my life. He's my rock. I gotta get these emotions in check, or I'm gonna lose my man. Yeah, that's the message we're trying to convey to you. It's not that we want to leave you. It's not that we don't want to help you. We do, but you won't let us help you, right? Right? A lot of women will close up their emotions, right? Because it's because they feel, especially these modern women nowadays, right? They feel like they don't want to burden us men with their emotional issues. Well, sweethearts, and to you, sweetheart, okay? Until we rectify that situation, it is a burden on us. But you're not realizing it's a burden all the damn time. That's why us guys want to talk about it, address it, help you work through it, and move forward from it. Whoa, what kind of a food for thought is that, right? Food for thought, right? Now, in addition to all this, right? And this is something I was going to talk about earlier on Coach Eli 2 on the show I did an hour ago or hour and a half ago. Go check it out after this show. And by the way, my lady and I are going to be doing another show later tonight. Excuse me, these damn allergies. Sorry about that. We're going to be doing a show regarding the power struggles in modern dating relationships between men and women. And it also includes relationships with gay and bi people, gay and lesbian people. Because even in gay and lesbian relationships, there's always a more dominant party and submissive party. So we're going to go live, raw and on the fly. No blog, no nothing, no script. We're going to talk about the power struggle between men and women in relationships. And we're going to share our own personal experiences regarding the power struggle that I feel her and I are having. Now, don't get me wrong. We love each other. We're not going anywhere, okay? There is no trouble in paradise. But there is a power struggle. And my lady has admitted it to me and has identified it. And she's even told me she's trying to get better at it. But it's just been a part of her roots and the way she was raised in this crazy modern world we all live in, right? So you're not going to want to miss that. Make sure you subscribe to Coach Eli 2, uncensored live streams. Nightbot sharing the link in the chat every 7 minutes, or go to youtube.com/Coach Eli uncensored. So what I'm going to talk about here next is something that I've primarily been talking about the millennials in general, whether you are male or female. And I still firmly believe that the millennial generation, both men and women, are they're the most entitled generation of men and women, period, right? Now, I'm not saying this about all of them, but the majority of them, right? And I'm going to go one step further here today and say that most, if not all, women to a certain level, because all women are now part of feminism. All women have equal rights. If you have equal rights, you're a part of feminism. You're a part of women's lib. The reason why you're able to vote and work and bear arms and have all the rights that only once men had is because of women's lib, right? So I'm going to go out and say, I firmly believe from what I've seen, and I've seen this in my lady too, and I've called her out on it, right? From what I've seen is that women nowadays, and this is a blanket statement, women nowadays are behaving like they're entitled to everything. No joke. And dating my lady, I love her. Don't get me wrong. I love the time I spend with her. I love what we have, right? And I'm not saying that any of my exes didn't feel this way, because a lot of them did. But my lady has made it very apparent. Like, there are some things she does without even realizing it that make her come off like she's entitled to these things, right? And when that happens, it really annoys the shit out of me. I'm not going to lie. But I don't get upset. I talk with her about it. Yeah, sometimes we know we might have a little spat over it. I mean, that's normal in any relationship, right? But what I try to tell my lady, and what I'm trying to put out there to other ladies that really want to keep a great man around and want to get everything from your man, is to not expect it. I tell my lady, look, if you expect shit, you ain't getting shit. Got some people coming behind me. A couple guys kicking back, walking on the trail. All good. Walking side by side. So if you expect things, you're not going to get anything. When you expect nothing, you get everything. I've told my lady repeatedly. When you expect nothing, you get everything. When you expect anything, you get nothing. Right? Now, I've always been like that most of my life, for the most part, right? At least as I've gotten older, right? But nowadays, because of the level of entitlement that the majority, if not all, women feel they're entitled to, and the reason why myself and many other guys have said something like this is because, you know, women were oppressed for so long, right? Women were oppressed for the longest time, right? So to speak, right? But in all honesty, did women really have it bad before they were liberated? Women were happy. They were homemakers. They were taking care of the kids, the house. They loved their man. They respected their man. Their man respected them, right? They didn't have to deal with any of this BS they're dealing with now in the corporate world, and, you know, they didn't have to go to work and act like men and exude more masculine energy just to survive in the workforce. All they had to do, and I'm not saying it was an easy job. It's not an easy job being a homemaker, or taking care of the family at home while your husband's working. But that's all they were responsible for, and all of that. A woman being a homemaker is completely a part of her natural biological essence. This is with no disrespect, right? And again, I'm not trying to take equal rights away from any woman. I'm not saying that women shouldn't work. But the majority of jobs nowadays require women to behave out of their natural biological essence, which means they're exuding more masculine energy than feminine energy at work. And then when they come home, they're a masculine man. They can't turn off that masculine energy, and then their man's like, what the fuck's going on with my woman? Like, what happened to my woman? She's acting like a man. She's yelling at me. She's like really getting on my case about everything, right? Ladies, here's the thing. No one's trying to take your rights away. No one's trying to say that you shouldn't have equal rights or shouldn't work or anything, right? But the one thing you're missing is what makes a man feel like a man, right? And what makes a man feel like a man is the man being the provider, the man being the leader, the man being the rock, the protector, right? That's what's always biologically made a man feel like a man, right? Before women's lib and even after women's lib. You see, the thing is, for men like myself that are non-beta males, I'll talk about the beta males again in a second. For good, strong, traditional men like myself that are non-beta males, that we're alpha males, right? We haven't changed. We haven't changed since the days before women were liberated, right? We still feel good about the same things regarding being a man, right? What makes us still feel like a man in the modern world, which is what I'm trying to say, are the same things that made us feel like a man before women were liberated. That's what women are missing. Women are missing that, right? Right? Yet, when us guys try to explain this on what it's going to take to keep us happy and make us happy, and it's real simple, right? And doesn't even involve any money, right? Women still feel the need to flex their muscles. Women still feel the need to, control, most things or everything, right? And even women, like I'll say this about my lady. I love my lady to death, right? She's a great woman. You're a great woman, baby. In case you're watching, maybe you're resting, but in case you're watching, right? I don't think my woman really wants to control as much as she subconsciously isn't even realizing she's controlling. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't think my woman realizes how much she's trying to control in our relationship, because she really doesn't want to. But the reason why she's doing it is because she was raised in that environment. She's been indoctrinated in that environment. And she's also dated men before me where she made way more money than them and wore the pants in the relationship, right? And she was used to being in control. And while she might have enjoyed that temporarily, right? When she started to realize she was dating grown-ass men that were behaving like little kids and were financially, mentally, and emotionally unstable, that's where the problem started, right? So you have, when you're the breadwinner as a woman, right? And you're stronger mentally and emotionally than your man, that may make you feel good in one aspect, but it'll annoy you in the other aspects, right? Is that what you really want? That's where the confusion comes into play nowadays, right? And, I also mentioned this on Coach Eli too. Earlier, the thirsty beta males are the ones that have further enabled this entitlement behavior, not only for millennial women, but for all women. All women, for the most part now, because of the thirsty beta males, are feeling entitled and privileged to everything. And it's not because women all of a sudden decided to do this. It's because you thirsty beta males are overly validating them. You're you're inflating and overly inflating every woman's value to the point of where they have unlimited options, and they're always looking for the next best and greatest thing. And that's why they never settle. They feel entitled to something better. They feel there's always something better around the corner, right? Now, I'm not saying all women are like that, but the majority of them are, right? And that's what's, turned this dating world into one of the craziest, most ridiculous dating eras of our world's history. And we need to talk more about this, folks. We need to talk more about this. We need to spread this message. What I feel we really need to do is educate people in grammar school, in high school, and in college, if people do decide to go to college. I've shared my thoughts about going to college in some streams recently and in the past. It's become more of an optional thing because a lot of jobs don't require college degrees anymore, or they're willing to train you on the job, right? Or pay for you. The jobs that you apply for nowadays are going to pay for you to go on a training program and then come back and start working, right? But I honestly feel from a younger age, because the problem also is parents are not teaching their kids what's happening in the modern world. I don't even think most parents, at least in my era and the current eras, right, really understand how much of an effect women's lib has affected modern dating relationships, right? And again, women's lib is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just misunderstood. It's been misunderstood by both men and women, and we're not educating people enough regarding what it was truly meant to be for, right? And we're not educating women that, hey, just because your job requires you to be a little more mean and aggressive to get the job done, which is masculine energy, that doesn't mean you have to bring that home to your husband, right? I think what women need to more so learn is how to turn the masculine energy on and off like a switch. They need to turn work mode on and off, but most can't. Most can't, right? And why do I feel that is? I feel it's that way because let's be real, women are emotional beings, and women love attention. And when women get power or gain power, they feel validated. They feel like they're getting the attention they deserve, right? So when women go to work and they get a taste of power, right? And they feel like they have a purpose, right? And they feel like they're in control of a group of people or something, right? Let's say it's a female boss, right? With 10 subordinates below her, right? I'm not going to the observation deck because there's some people there. Women feel like they have a purpose and they feel validated, like I said, right? And they feel empowered. And they really learn to love that feeling to the point of where they now come home from work and try to, put that all out on their husband or their boyfriend, right? They get a taste of being in control, and power, right? And now they want to, exert or exude that power onto their man. And that's happened to me in the past. My current woman's done it to me. Other women in the past I've dated have done it to me, right? And whenever that's happened, it immediately turns me off. It repels me because I just want to be with a woman that's sweet, loving, nurturing, kind, and more so submissive than dominant. You know, my lady today, off and on, like we had many moments of intimacy throughout the day. And I'm not saying this to show off or talk that deeply about our personal life, right? But there were times where we were kind of going at it a little bit, just hashing things out, right? And in between those times, we would have those hugs and those emotionally bonding moments where, it would really start to turn me on. And my woman was wondering, why are you getting turned on after we have a little spat, but then we're hugging and stuff? It's because once you stop trying to fight something that really isn't even worth fighting, right? Once you stop trying to fight things that, like I said again, aren't even worth fighting, and you relax and you're in your more submissive state, it turns me on because you're being feminine. Ladies, let me tell you something. If you want your men to be attracted to you and make love to you all the time in the ways that you want it, you got to be submissive and feminine during those times. And you should be submissive and feminine the majority of the time. I'm not saying all the time. And I'll say it again, like I've said in the past. And this is something, I learned from Coach Corey Wayne, but I kind of understood it before I heard it from Coach Corey Wayne. But Coach Corey Wayne says, both men and women need to be in their natural biological essence 70 to 80% of the time. Is that my baby? Hey there, are you saying hi to me? Hey babe, how you doing? Babe, can you see me clearly and hear me clearly? How are you? Baby, don't go like an hour without responding. Let me know if you hear this. You're just kind of laying on the couch, relaxing, huh? Like I said, both men and women should be and need to be in their natural biological essence 70 to 80% of the time. So for men need to be more dominant 70 to 80% of the time. And then the other 20 to 30% of the time, they can be a little more submissive. Now, baby, I've had those submissive moments with you. So 20 to 30% of the time, when we have those emotionally bonding moments, I'm a little more submissive at that point. But the majority of the time, 70 to 80% of the time, the reason why you respect me, baby, is because 70 to 80% of the time, I'm in my masculine essence, right? I'm in a more dominant essence, right? For women, 70 to 80% of the time, they need to be in their natural biological essence of being submissive. And then the other 20 to 30% of the time, they can be a little more dominant, right? But when a woman is more than 30% dominant, when a woman is dominant more than 30% of the time, like, baby, try to understand this. Even if you're 31%, even if you're dominant 31 or 35% of the time, or 40% of the time, or even 50% of the time, that repels men. I'm just putting it out there for example purposes, baby. I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying that's what repels men. Like, what turns men on to want to be with a woman in a relationship and intimately is her sweet and submissive nature, right? Now, again, I'm not asking women to be doormats. Don't be a doormat. Like, if I'm a jerk, I want you to call me out. And I can be a jerk pretty often because, I'm a guy. I make mistakes, right? So if I'm a jerk, I don't expect you to be submissive. I expect you to call me out on that shit, right? But then once you make me realize and I apologize, then let it go and go back to being submissive again, because that's what turns me on. Like, my woman throughout the day today was submissive like 3 or 4 times. She was dominant the other parts of the times, but when she turned on the submissive nature, it turned me on. I wanted her. Baby, that's a secret. I'm giving you the secret. Are you still there? Let me reset the chat. Are you there, baby? All right, we should be back live. We should be back live. All right. We're heading back the other way. So let's start getting into more detail. Should you give up on dating in the modern world? I think you all know what my answer is to that. The answer is no. But have many people given up on dating? Sure. Right? Why have they given up on dating in the modern world? Because it's a lot more challenging. Right? And it seems like, from what I've seen, men are complaining a lot more about it than women. There are women complaining about the modern world. But here are the differences in the complaints. You see, because of the thirsty beta males, women have unlimited options. Women aren't complaining that they don't have enough options. They're complaining that they don't have the right option, right? Or options, right? So women are being flooded on these dating apps nowadays by thirsty beta males swiping right on everyone, no matter what. They don't look, they just swipe right because they're desperate, right? Women are getting all the attention. They're talking to all these guys. They meet up with some of these guys, and none of them pan out, right? So that's what women are complaining about. Because the majority of those guys are thirsty beta males that don't know what they're doing, right? And then some of the other guys are arrogant, pompous asses, right? Right? What are men complaining about? Men are complaining about the fact that they aren't getting any matches, right? Or getting fewer matches, right? And why is that happening? It's happening because you guys are overly validating and inflating a woman's value by swiping right on all of them, and you're giving them unlimited options. Do you think women go on dating apps and swipe right on every guy? Maybe a few of them do, just for shits and giggles to play a game. But the majority of them don't. You know why? Because you guys do all the work for them, right? Right? But additionally, you guys just swipe right on all women, right? You do it because you feel that maybe you're either not good looking enough, right? You feel shy, you feel timid, you lack social skills. You yourself, as this type of guy, know this, right? So you're swiping right, hoping that just one woman will just see your pictures, like you, and accept you for being a beta male that has no social skills, that is unhealthy, out of shape, smells like rotten cheese, doesn't wear the best clothing, right? You're hoping that some woman will accept you and fix you, right? Well, women are not going to fix you guys. You got to come fixed, complete, right? And the truth of the matter is, even though it's more okay for a man to help turn a woman around, it's still something that I don't suggest. And most modern women nowadays, like my woman, will always say, I don't want to be fixed. I don't want to be fixed. I don't want to be fixed. Right. Guys, women don't want to fix you, right? So the way to turn it around is to get into shape. Walk almost every day like I do, right? Buy some nice clothing. Get designer clothing. And if you're on a tight budget, do what I do. I'm not on the tightest budget. I mean, yes, I do have a budget, but some people are on a very tight budget. Subscribe to some online sites like Under Armour or REI or some other clothing lines you like, because all of these companies nowadays have outlets, right? I'm sure you all have heard of outlet stores, right? They're typically in the outskirts of most metropolitan areas, right? And outlets, what they do is any stock remaining from the previous year's line of clothing, right, gets sent to the outlet stores, and they're typically anywhere from 30 to 50% off, and sometimes even 70 or 75 or 80% off. You get some really good deals. But now, because of the internet and smartphones, the outlets have come to your phone. And not only do you get 25, 50% off the outlet price, sometimes they'll send you a coupon in email for an additional 40% off the already discounted outlet pricing, right? I just literally bought $800 worth of Under Armour apparel for my lady and I for $325. 17 items, right? I got myself 9 items, I got her 8, right? And I did that because I found some great deals, and I was offered for one day only an additional 40% off the already discounted outlet prices, right? That's what you guys need to do. You guys need to dress better, get in better shape, and then on top of that, learn social skills. I think what we need to do, baby, I think another topic and another area that we need to take our content to on both channels is teaching people in the modern world social skills. The millennials started the trend of having having a lack of social skills, worse than ever before. And it's worse with men than women. Because see, women were born to talk. Women were born to talk. They say the average woman speaks 8,000 words per day. The average man speaks 2,000 words per day. So women speak 4 times as much as men do, unless you're me. I talk more than a woman, but I'm not a woman, I'm all man. I just love to talk. I love people. I have great social skills. I'm an outgoing guy, and I just love to talk. I can talk all day, every day. My woman knows that, right, baby? You fall asleep on me, baby? But we need to really start helping people with their social skills, because that's half the battle, especially more so for men in finding true love and happiness, right? A lot of men don't realize that even if they're reasonably attractive and dress nice, if you meet with a woman and don't know what to say, and you're really shy and timid and can't engage on that first date, you may not get a second date, or you'll become another friend. You know, the friend zone, right? We all love the friend zone. I told my lady we could never be just friends, baby. Not after this afternoon. If I told you what she was wearing, I would probably get removed from YouTube. And she goes, you know, I wore this because I had a feeling you would like it. Well, no shit. Look at how I react to it, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm always sexually attracted to my woman. I've always been, right? But I'm, you know, very much in control. I've got great control, right? Sexually and mentally and emotionally, right? But when she put this one outfit on, like, and in between the conversations we were having when they got a little heated every now and then when we just started to hug and calm down, like, I was just really, really super turned on. I just, let's just put it to you this way. I had to go downtown. And I'm not talking about downtown Redwood City, all right? I think you all know what I mean. Oh, that's so cringeworthy, Eli. That's so cringy. Well, don't you like going down? Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot. There's one dude on YouTube that doesn't enjoy going downtown. Baby, I'll tell you who that dude is when I get home, all right? Like, I mean, if you don't like going downtown, then you're not going to be able to preheat the oven enough, you know, to drive the car in the garage, right? Oh, that Eli's so cringeworthy. He's so cringy with his content. Well, call me cringy, call me whatever. I'm being honest and real, right? Yeah, that dude has gone public out here on YouTube many times and said, I don't like going downtown. He said it in different words. He doesn't like to eat the, you know what I'm talking about, right? I'm trying to be professional here as much as possible today, right? Anyway, got 9 people in the box, 7 thumbs up. Please consider for $2.99 purchasing a membership. That way you can chat in the members only chat, or for just an extra $2 for $4.99 per month, you can get everything: members only chats, members only live streams, and members only live stream replays, and members only pre-recorded content. And more channel membership perks are coming soon. And actually, this channel is over 7K subs now. Once I get to 10K subs, I'm gonna have a merch wall, and merch will be coming soon to this channel. I'm hoping by the end of the year to have a merch line ready. Coach Eli merch. And I'm also going to make it very clear, because there are people that have actually made merchandise using my name and likeness. All of that will be subject to copyright. I've allowed people to rebroadcast my live streams, but as far as merchandise, I scour the internet every day looking for people that are creating merchandise with my name, either my name or my face. If you use my name or my face, you know, then you're subject to copyright. Now, if you make a cartoon version of me, that's a different story. Some people have made cartoon versions of me. They made merch in cartoon format of me. Hey, that's fine. That's not violating my copyright, but using my personal image and using my name, that's a copyright infringement issue, right? And everything else is protected through my business and my registered trademark of the Genuine Networking Association, or GNA for short. Coach Eli is a subsidiary of the Genuine Networking Association, or GNA for short, a registered trademark with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. And I am the president, president, and founder of the GNA. You want more information? Go to the uspto.gov site and see for yourself. My lady stopped on in here and then didn't say another word. You still around there, baby? Are you taking a nap and coming in and out of sleep? Did I wear you down? Charlie Brown. Be right back, folks. I'm going to reset the chat here. All right, we're back live. We're back live. 7 in the box, 7 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Smash the thumbs up. So like this stream, whether you're here live or on the replay. Please also share it out on your community tabs. Any channel that has 500 subscribers or greater has a community tab. Please also share it on social media: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Reddit's a great place to share things, Instagram, wherever you have a following of people you feel would gain value from this content. Anyone can gain value from this content. My lady and I here on the Coach Eli Network channels discuss the truth about everything, from relationships in the modern dating world to marriage. She was married for a while. She has a lot of experience in that. Okay. You know, we talk about, you know, people's emotions, and we talk about, you know, instabilities and stuff like that. We share our opinions because we're not doctors, right? But we talk about everything personally and professionally that can affect people in all aspects of life. And we help you better learn to overcome any setbacks so you can accomplish whatever it is that your hearts desire. That's what we do. And we keep it positive. We're not a drama channel. There's no drama allowed here. It's a drama-free zone, right? So if you have enough drama in your life and you're tired of drama and you want to turn it around, come over here. We'll help you work through that. We are experts regarding removing drama from our lives because we've had so much drama in our lives, online and offline, that we've learned how to squash it and move forward. Got to tell you, I'll just brief little side note here, right? I'm not going to get far into it, but I used to be involved with a lot of drama groups and people out here on YouTube, and I'm glad, I'm not involved in it because, here, the interesting thing is this, right? In order to remove all of that, you have to unsubscribe from these people, and then YouTube will still recommend you their videos. Then you have to tell YouTube to not recommend their channel or videos anymore, right? But every now and then these people start new channels, right? And when they start a new channel that has a similar name as their original channel did that you blocked, right? And told YouTube to not recommend anymore, right? YouTube still recommends that stuff to you. And I get recommended stuff every now and then. Like today, I got recommended some things, and I'm like, God, this shit just never stops. Right? These people never stop. And the funny thing is, it's regarding shit that I've talked about for years, and I've told people exactly what's going on. I've told people, just walk the fuck away, right? And they keep feeding into this stuff, guys and gals. Now I can understand women, feeding in a little bit of drama because they're emotional beings all the damn time. But I have a hard time respecting any men that continue feeding in the drama. Let that shit go. Don't you guys have better things to do with your time than deal with the same stupid ass drama you've been dealing with for years? Come on, guys. I mean, I don't think the women should get involved either, but I can more so understand women getting involved with drama and stuff, right? It's kind of part of their natural emotional essence, right? But guys, come on. Any guys that are involved with drama and spend all day every day going on YouTube panels talking shit about other people, even if you're right, it's just stupid, right? I'm so glad I've withdrawn myself from that stupid shit. It's just so stupid, right? And the people that are wasting their time talking smack about other people, they don't even realize that this is all a game. It's all a game. It's all fake. I guess some people have nothing better to do. That includes those men that are, we're just going to call them drama W's. We're not going to say that word here because, I don't want to risk the video getting demonetized. The drama W's. Typically guys call women that sleep around, but we're talking about the drama W's, right? And it's funny to me that we have a lot more male drama W's out here on YouTube than women. It's funny, the men on YouTube are more drama W's than the women. That's really fucking pathetic, man. It really is. If Team YouTube ever reviews any of these videos, and some guy is sitting there at the YouTube headquarters in San Bruno, California, and watching this, and he's like, man, I don't know why they demonetized this, man. This guy's spot on with what he's saying. Or even maybe some chick there is seeing it, right? And me saying that these guys are more drama W's than the women. The chick's like, I want to remonetize this guy. He makes a lot of sense. What a beautiful night for a walk, I got to tell you. I'm glad I did this today. At the last minute, I decided to do a trifecta today, folks. Once again, earlier today on Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams, I did a brief, like 30-minute show, and I was talking about the difficulty of, relationships, the challenges of relationships in the modern world, and my personal experience. And I shared experience from my current relationship and the relationship before that one. So go check that out right after this show if you need more content. And after this show ends, my lady and I are going to take an hour or so, hour and a half off and eat some spaghetti dinner that her mother gave us the other day when we met up with her. And then later tonight, we're going to be doing another show on Coach Eli too. It's probably not going to start until 12 or 12:30 a.m. Eastern, 9 or 9:30 p.m. Pacific. And we're only going to be on for an hour to an hour and a half. We're going to do 45 minutes, take a break, then another 45 minutes, and then we're done. And then we're taking an Epsom salt bath, baby. Look at that sun right behind me. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. That's a gorgeous background. Gorgeous natural background. Live on the air. Couldn't ask for anything better than that. Oh! Man, that 48-year-old Eli has a lot of energy. He keeps talking. He can't stop talking, huh? No, I can't stop talking. Can't stop, won't stop. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I was going to start singing, what is that, some Kanye West? She ain't nothing but a, G digger, right? And I'm not going to say the next word because that'll demonetize me, I'll say the edited version that they used to say on the radio. She ain't nothing but a G digger. She ain't messing with no broke, right? On the radio back then, they couldn't say, even the polite version of the N-word, right? So they would say, she ain't messing with no broke. And we all had the explicit version, right? We had like the CD or whatever it was, or the MP3 or whatever, right? 18 years. And on her 18th birthday, he found out it wasn't his. I mean, I can't remember, right? On the 18th birthday, he found out it wasn't his, right? All right, we should be back live. Nine in the box, 7 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. Got cut off, folks. Sorry about that. Yeah, happens to a lot of guys, right? They got a woman, right? And next thing you know, they break up. And she ends up getting pregnant, a month later. And it was with a new guy, not his. The woman goes back to the original guy because he has more money, more resources. And basically gets him for child support for 18 years, right? And then the kid turns 18. And he finds out it wasn't his. Whew. Imagine how I would feel if that ever happened to me. I mean, I would literally flip my marbles. Now, honestly, I'm a pretty calm guy. And I don't like to, I've never believed in violence or anything, and I wouldn't get violent. But if that happened to me, I would seriously flip my marbles, probably at least punch some holes in the wall or something. I mean, that's really, really messed up. 18 years. Thinking that was your kid. You pay child support for that kid for 18 years. And then on the 18th birthday, you find out it's not even yours. And then I believe you can't even sue, the woman for doing that to you. I mean, you could probably, try to get her on a civil matter, right? But you're not going to win, right? And it would cost you an arm and a leg to fight that, right? I can never understand why women would do that. Why would women want to get pregnant by the guy that, they didn't want supporting the baby? Or maybe that guy didn't want to support the baby. That's what it probably was. So what they do is they get with the Chad and Tyrone that knocks them up, and then they go back to the beta male provider to pay for it. That's what it is, right? Right? That's what it is. That's what happens. That's why you guys got to be real careful nowadays. That's why for me, like, I've never slept with any woman that I wasn't in a relationship with and didn't love. Because if she ended up getting pregnant, I would have been happy about it. But I also, like I've said on many other streams where we've talked about this, I've also always, made sure that they were on some semi-permanent method of birth control, not just say they're on the pill, like they're on the IUD or the Depo-Provera shot, right? Like any woman, any woman that I was dating that was just on the birth control pill, like I wouldn't risk that, until they got on a more semi-permanent method of birth control. Like the woman would say, I'm on the pill, you don't have to pull out. Why not? Why shouldn't I pull out? They're very adamant about that, right? And then they get pissed off at you when you pull out. further stating the agenda, right? Some guys just don't care. Some guys, the woman will say, I'm not on birth control, you have to pull out. And the guys will just shoot their load in there. And then the chick gets mad, like you see on those cream pie pornos, right? The chick says, I told you I was not on any birth control. And the guy's like, I'm sorry, sweetie. He just felt too good, Those porns, man. Acting at its finest. All those women in the adult film industry, they're on semi-permanent birth control, and it's all an act, right? You can totally tell. But they try to pretend to get angry, and they just got plowed by some super stud, porn actor, right? That just blew a load in there, right? And then they pretend to get mad. It's like, that's just, women are I'm not saying women are horrible actresses or actors in general, but women are horrible liars. That's what I'm trying to say. Women are horrible liars, right? Women are not programmed to lie because they hate being lied to. So they try to lead by example. When you force them to lie or act like that, it's very apparent. And some of the ladies will get upset and they'll say, I'm not on birth control, you bastard, but it felt really good. And then they get turned on by it, right? That's the funny part. Yeah, everyone's saying, oh, Eli's being cringy right now. Like you've never talked about this stuff before? Come on. I'm heading off the trail here. A couple of women back there. A couple of more heavier set women walking the trail, trying to get back into shape. I respect that. And they actually smelled pretty good. They were wearing like perfume on the trail. I don't recommend wearing perfume or cologne on the trail. You're going to have to shower after you sweat, right? More so wear some deodorant, if anything, right? But they were wearing perfume. And they're just sitting there looking at the water. All right. 7 in the box, 7 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up and share this out before you get on out of here. If you're here live, if you're here on the replay, do the same thing. If you can, I'd appreciate it. Please smash the like button and share this out to anyone or everyone you feel would gain value regarding the lessons I teach, the life principles I teach. It's time to head back to the car, head back home, have some dinner with my lady, and then I honestly can't. I told my lady earlier I can't wait to do that stream with her regarding the power struggle of relationships in the modern world. And you know what she responded with? She goes, I can't wait to make that spaghetti when you get back. That's how women are, right? See, women respect a man because of his purpose. But then when the man starts to focus on his purpose or too much on his purpose, They're like, I just can't wait for dinner. I can't wait for anything else besides your purpose. Or I guess what my lady's trying to tell me is that, baby, when I'm here on the weekends, I'm your purpose. No, baby, it's not the way it works. If I made you my purpose, you'd lose respect for me. It'd be like kissing your ass, and that wouldn't turn you on. You see, some women think they want to be a man's purpose. The truth of the matter is, if you make a woman your purpose, she'll get turned off and repelled. I thought that guy was coming the other way, so I'm going back the other way. I'm going to wait here, wait for some people to go by. All right, we're back live. We're back live. What I was saying a second ago before I got cut off, a lot of people that walk the trail over here, they live in these nice apartment complexes, or this nice apartment complex. There's a couple of them out there. But this one is the Villas apartment homes. They call them apartment homes now at Bar Island Marina, right? And this is a complex that is run by a company called the Urban Company. I've talked about them before. I've lived in an Urban Company apartment in Redwood City in the past. They're on the more expensive end, but they have all the amenities. It's a really nice place. I need to look into what this costs, but I'm assuming a one bedroom here is at least $3,500 to $4,000 per month, and a two bedroom is probably like $5,000 to $5,500. Anyway, get your questions, comments, concerns in the chat, folks. Going off the air in just a minute. I'm going to reset the chat, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back live. Going to wrap this up. Coming up tonight in a few hours or less on Coach Eli, 2 Uncensored live streams. My lady and I will be going live, and we're going to be talking about the power struggle in modern dating relationships. And we're going to go raw and on the fly for about an hour and a half. No script, no blog, no nothing. We're going to share our own personal experiences within our relationship and other relationships we've been in. And it's going to be very interesting. You're not going to want to miss it. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Have a good one, and see you in a bit. Make sure you subscribe to Coach Eli 2 Uncensored live streams at youtube.com/LifeCoachEli, or go in the description. The link is there, or Nightbot's been sharing the link in the chat every 7 minutes. Have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.